This is a dumpling recipe I come back to every time. Crispy on the bottom, juicy on the inside, and a dipping sauce that's so addictive you'll want to come back for more. Start by finely chopping about 2 cups of Napa cabbage. This is a type of Chinese cabbage with a milder flavour and a softer texture than regular cabbage, which makes it perfect for dumplings. Sprinkle over a teaspoon of salt and give it a good mix. Let it sit for 15 minutes. The salt's going to help draw out moisture, which is important as too much liquid can make the filling watery. Then take handfuls and squeeze out as much liquid as you can, either with your hands or using a clean tea towel. Once you've done that, place your cabbage into a bowl and set aside. Now it's time to prepare the rest of your vegetables. For this recipe, I'm using spring onions and Chinese chives, which I'm finely chopping. Grate 1 inch of ginger with the skin removed, as well as 2 cloves of garlic. Here I have 500 grams of pork mince. You could always use chicken mince as an alternative. In a large mixing bowl, add the pork, chives, cabbage, spring onions, garlic, ginger, half a teaspoon of white pepper, half a tablespoon of sesame oil, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Now get in there with your hands and mix everything together. You want the mixture to feel slightly sticky. That's a good sign it's well mixed and will hold together nicely when wrapped. Okay, now for our dipping sauce. Grab yourself a small bowl. We've got 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of black vinegar, about 1.5 tablespoons of chili oil, about half a teaspoon of sugar, tablespoon of sesame seeds, and some spring onions. This sauce is full of umami flavours. It's punchy, savoury, a little spicy, and has that tangy sharpness from the black vinegar that cuts through the richness of the pork. It's one of those sauces that brings the whole dish together. You could honestly drizzle this over rice and be happy. Now for the fun part, it's time to start filling your dumplings. Lay out your dumpling wrappers and have a small bowl of water ready. Add just under a tablespoon of filling to the centre of each wrapper. Dip your finger in the water and run it around the edge of the wrapper. Fold it in half to make a half moon and press it shut. I find it easier to completely seal the edge first, then go back and add pleats. It's not the traditional way, but if you're not experienced with dumpling folding, this method is much easier to manage. And if you don't want to add the pleats, you can just leave them sealed just the way they are. Now, if you're not going to cook and eat all the dumplings at once, you can always freeze them at this stage. Just lay them out on a tray, freeze them until solid, then transfer them into a container or a Ziploc bag. Once you're done wrapping the dumplings, it's time to cook. You can steam them in a steamer basket if you prefer, but this method is the one I personally love. It's called the pot sticker method. You pan fry the dumplings first to get that golden, crispy bottom, then steam them to cook the filling and soften the wrapper. It gives you the best of both textures. Start by heating a drizzle of sesame oil in a large non-stick pan over medium heat, then arrange the dumplings in a single layer, flat side down, with a bit of space between each one. Let them cook for 2 to 3 minutes on medium to low heat without moving them. Then carefully pour in 1/4 cup of water and cover the pan quickly with a lid. The steam's going to help cook the tops while the bottoms will stay nice and crunchy. Steam for about 5 to 7 minutes or until the wrappers are tender and the filling is fully cooked. If the water evaporates before they're done, just add a splash more to finish cooking. Oh, look at all that flavour. Oh yeah. How good are dumplings? These are great. Yum. That dipping sauce is really good. Let's go another one. Yum. Give this recipe a go for sure. Can't stop eating them.